Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, welcome back. Listen, we are about to get into more Diddy news, okay? I know some of you guys may have already gotten into it, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into it over here because I haven't dived deeper and gotten into it. I really don't even have that long. I really have about an hour, but y'all know I always come in and I overstay my damn welcome. I am on a time crunch, so we are gonna try to get all of this in. I'm actually running behind schedule because I wanted to actually get started and do this live at 9 o'clock, but you know, your girl been off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we are going to get into some things. Make sure you guys are coming into the video. You are showing your support for the channel by indeed liking up the channel. Of course, because this is last minute, I'm sure a lot of people have not gotten the notifications. And you know, one thing about YouTube, for the people interested, you got to make sure that you stay consistent, because when you do not stay consistent, sometimes even a day will throw you off over on the YouTube. Okay, so just a FYI, let me make sure that I do this here. And yeah, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? What is today? Today is what, Thursday? What's up? I hope my audio is linked up, because on my screen it's looking a bit off, but I hope that it's linked up and synced up for you guys. But I hope everybody has been having a great week so far. Mine has been okay. I've been pretty busy from the top of the week, and it's so crazy, y'all, because I had a shoot on on Monday, and I can't believe that it's Thursday because the shoot seems like it was just yesterday. Just the other day, girl, it was hot as fuck outside too, girl. I was burning the hell up, girl. None of my curls would stay in my head, bitch. I was just a lot, okay? Um, it was just a lot, y'all. I got this one little net, and I want to get that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I want to get her. It's so bad, girl. You come a little close. You come a little close, and you gonna get clapped the hell out for sure. Okay, I couldn't get to you just now, but I'm gonna get you, bitch. All right, it's the one in here, understand. But anywho, so we are gonna get into quite a few things. There's been a lot going on with this Diddy stuff. I did take a break yesterday. I was gonna come to y'all yesterday evening, but I wasn't feeling it. Okay. Mim said called me and told me to get my ass up, and I was like, bitch, no. I was like, but I'm in the bed. I don't feel like it. I don't want to talk about it right now. Like, it was just too much going on. I needed a break. Okay, I did. I needed a break from this shit. But we are going to get into some things because it's been a lot. Misa Hilton has finally come out and she has spoken, and I'm so glad that she has. Looking forward to getting into what she had to say, because I really didn't read it. I just made sure that I saved it for us to get into. I'm seeing that Joe and Tahiry have been going back and forth. Girl, they gone forever. Okay, as long as Tahiry and Joe is on this earth, we gonna be forever. They gonna forever be on it. Evelyn Lozada, I don't even have her on my screen at this time, but I do know. Shout out to Reality Chat. I do know that he put up the video and of Evelyn speaking on, DV, because she was a part of a DV situation as it pertains to Chad Ochocinco. And, she's always been outspoken about that situation. I know a lot of times we may feel like because she has been so aggressive towards women herself, sometimes I do feel like, and we don't have to like Evelyn, right? I feel like sometimes we do minimize, a bit of what happened to her. So a lot of people was like, girl, you been violent your damn self, so we not trying to hear it. Same thing with Tahiry, though. They've been saying about Tahiry, too. But, I mean, it did happen, though. It did happen. You know what I'm saying? I do understand where the people are coming from when it comes to the situation regarding Evelyn, when it comes to, Tahiry, and how they themselves and Erica Mena themselves have been extremely violent. I believe they're all Latina. Y'all correct me in the comments. Y'all gonna do that anyway, because it's just how y'all is. Okay, I do believe all of the ladies are Latina. Yeah, so we've seen them display violence or whatever towards other people on television or whatnot. But I feel like two things could be true, girl. That could be a piece of violence, but also what happened to them did happen to them. Now, I will say we do understand that when it came to Evelyn, that was a one-off situation with her and Chad. From our understanding, it wasn't like an ongoing thing as what Miss Cassie has been through. And I don't know how to really say this. I know how I'm thinking it, so forgive me if it doesn't come out right. But it's like, I appreciate people coming out and being vocal about their DV situation. But some part of me feel like they're making this about them, when right now the subject matter really is Cassie. And like, that's what we focusing on primarily, because she really endured way more in my personal. But then I also feel like when I say that, I am kind of minimizing what those other people went through, in a sense, even though they did not endure it in the same capacity in which Cassie did. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like we ain't talking about y'all right now. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, girl. Don't eat me up. Don't eat me up too bad. But I have felt like that just a little bit. Okay, I feel it. Oh, let me not say what I really want to, girl. But, you know, a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks and they are indeed sharing their experience. And I do understand it, because they too can relate a bit, you know. So I get it. But then some part of me is like, girl, not right now. Okay? Not right now. But it is what it is, okay? All y'all need to be held accountable. So I do understand that. And I have to be honest, y'all. I feel like when I think about Chris Brown, I know he's not the subject matter right now. When I saw that incident happen with Cassie and stuff, I understand that Chris Brown was young when everything happened with him and Rihanna, but me as a fan of Chris Brown, I started thinking, I was talking to my babe about this, and I just rolled over, and I was like, babe, he was like, what's up? I'm like, you know what? This video just really bothered me a lot. And as I look at this, and I'm really on Diddy's ass about it, I feel like as a fan of Chris Brown, I don't think I really held him fully accountable for what the hell happened with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I saw her face. And even though I didn't see a video to like really experience what she went through in the car, I just was like, I was feeling away in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like that, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I know we shouldn't constantly remind you or whatever or what you did, but I feel away as a fan. Like, I don't think I've been on your neck as hard as I could have been on your neck. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And then I saw a video resurfacing of NBA young boy and his ex-girlfriend, so a beautiful girl. I think she's married now. She has another child. I cannot remember her name. The first girlfriend he had sleeping in the lobby because he kicked her out of the hotel room. And some of y'all might remember what her name is. So put it in the chat. But with her, they started to resurface the video of him assaulting her in the damn hallway, and I just couldn't take it. I could not take it. The way he was pulling on her, dragging on her in the hotel, trying to get her to come back into the room, I couldn't take it. And a lot of people was in the comments like, well, you know, he was a kid, he was like, you know, he was young, this and that. And I found myself being like, I don't even give a fuck about that. Okay, because I still feel like as you're approaching your adulthood, you should know how to maintain your emotions. You know, that's just the expectation. You should know how to handle yourself, especially Jania. Thank y'all. Especially when it comes to the situation with young ladies and stuff. Like, get your stuff together or whatnot. So yeah, that's just been some stuff that's been, you know, on my mind, you know, when I thought about that. But anywho, girl, what I wanted to come to y'all today and talk to y'all about is what's been going on with the Diddy situation, and hopefully we get a chance to get around to the lawsuit, because I do have the lawsuit, and y'all know I like to go into detail with that. So if I don't get a chance to do that, I'll come back to you guys later today and we'll definitely talk about that. But before we really get into some things, I do want to get into this clown here, Cameron the Clown. Is who I want to get into. I want to get into Cameron the Clown, because y'all know he got a chance, and unfortunately, I hate that he even had the opportunity to go over to CNN to sit down and do this. You know, I did see a video surfacing on Twitter where they brought up Glorilla, and Glorilla was just as ratchet her damn self when she got on there. Talking about I love Joe, whatever the case is, and then saying something like at the end of the day gotta end. I don't feel like she was as disrespectful as him, because she still participated in the interview. You know what I'm saying? But I think people were surfacing hers to show the difference and to see if people would be as outraged with her as they are with Cameron. I feel like they both didn't do a great job. Okay. As much as I would like for them to not accept these opportunities to go on CNN, I would like for you guys to vet your people more often and stop inviting them on the show if they not gonna have a bit of poise when they come onto the platform in my personal. And then some part of me is like, I do feel like CNN, that's what y'all get, because I feel like y'all ain't got no other news going on for real, so y'all trying to tap over here into the culture. Okay, y'all trying to tap into the culture to get views on y'all channel too, because that works the same as YouTube in a sense. Okay, so y'all over there trying to do what y'all do to get those clicks and stuff over there to y'all CNN that be running all damn day, and I feel like y'all could have had better conversations with other people. So, yeah, although I did not like Glorilla's interview with the people, I appreciate her participating in the interview, and I don't feel like she was downright disrespectful as this motherfucker was, okay? And then I'm cringing at the fact that so many people want to use the excuse of, y'all know how he do interviews. Y'all, they must ain't see the 60 Minutes that he did that time. Oh, they must ain't see the Bill O'Reilly. Baby, stop. This man is 50 fucking years old that has a podcast now, who makes a living and makes money off of conversations that he has. So with that being said, you would think that a grown-ass 50-year-old, or damn near close to it, would have a different etiquette, especially if he's been a person that has spent a lot of time of rebranding himself. Because whether y'all want to believe it or not, he has definitely rebranded himself from what the hell he was before. Okay, he ain't the same as he was in the past. So he definitely could have came on there with a bit of couth or whatever the case is. He could have came on there a little better. Why the hell is you coming on a platform sitting up there drinking about drinking up what is that? Some Viagra type stuff is what it was giving. You over there then telling me you finna go get some cheeks. Baby, it would have been cut the cameras, dead ass. Cut the cameras, dead ass. Okay, and you're gonna take your ass down there with my good soror and act a monkey ass fool. Okay, but it's okay. It's all right. And then what did bother me was him going back to his platform, and then now he wants to have an educated conversation. Or I ain't gonna say educated, but now you want to have a more professional conversation on your platform, and then you got the audacity to sit up there and question why don't nobody want to bring you on their platform to talk about what you got going on and this, that, and the other. They ain't asked me about my podcast. They ain't asked about this, and they ain't asked about you. Okay. And this is the reason why. I'm sure they would have gotten to that. I don't think they brought a single person on their platform where they did not inquire about what else you have going on or where can the people find you or whatever. Obviously, it was an opportunity for you to promote what you had going on, but it's just the way you go about doing things. And as much as, you thought that you was doing your big one, you actually made yourself look like a clown, and only clowns are going to follow you and support the bullshit that you out here displaying. So, miss me with it. But Miss Ma'am handled herself very well in that interview. Because see, had she turned around and roasted the dog fuck out of your ass, okay, like Miss Jasmine Crockett did that other lady, Miss Green or whatever the hell her name is, down there to the courthouse or wherever the hell they was in the little meeting, had she roasted the hell out of you, then y'all would have been mad. Y'all would have been, had she gave you the same energy that you gave Bill O'Reilly, you mad? You mad we invited you out here only for you to talk about somebody else because they more important than what you got going on. Even the negative they got going on is more important than what you got going on. You mad? Like you would have been upset. Because had it been me, I would have lost my job that day. Okay, Miss Carol, she was really giving okay, thank you. Cameron, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you. No, let me eat him. Let me eat him up real quick. Okay? Let me eat him in these veneers that ain't fit in his mouth real quick. Let me eat him, because you and Joel Santana must have went to the same person. Let me eat him up real quick, please. Because you're not finna come down and be disrespectful to me and think I'm not finna chew you. Period. Okay? The way that you can't, I'm going to chew you the way that you cannot chew with them veneers in your mouth. Let's eat. Okay? Bring him on. Bring him on, please. But anywho, let's get into what it is that he had to say. Okay? Let me make sure my audio and stuff is good. Hopefully y'all can hear it.
Let's actually talk about that before we even get into the questions, like elephant in the room.
And first of all, this young lady that they have on their show, I love her voice. I love the way she talks. I feel like Miss Girl too professional for these niggas, to be honest. I'm like, give her another job, please. She might bring a bit of balance to their platform, though. You know what I'm saying? Mace be trying to be there. He be trying to be heavily professional and everything. But I like her. She be trying to deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But let's see.
You were on another show.
Yeah, I came. I didn't even go home last night because I went to the studio. I washed up though, so I'm good. I ain't gonna explain none of that. But yeah, man, you was gonna say something? Oh no, I seen your hand. Yeah, no, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was, Mace, stat is that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is or the positive stuff we do in the community, how every day, 5 days a week, Mace talks to kids on a Zoom call. Mace doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mace. Is that every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening, where he's at. It could be money involved. It could be a photo shoot. It could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the
Yeah, let's actually talk about that before we even get into the
about being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, one day he was at my house and he told me, Cam, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things. And you call me on CNN for the bullshit, I'm going to give you the bullshit. That's just what's going to happen. So we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mace bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for? Like, nigga, it was self-explanatory. So I got us some free promo. I didn't get to shout out the Dipset Couture.
Next.
Whatever Diddy going through the down, I mean, listen, the video, I don't support it. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in...
You don't believe in that? I hope that you never participated in that, because we ain't gonna never forget how you wasted a decade of Juju's time with your ass. Okay? I don't know what she saw in you, but you wasted a full decade of her time, and I pray that you never got physical with her. She hasn't come out with any stories like a lot of these other people have since this situation has happened. All right? Maybe you was a piece of kind. I don't know.
Anything that has to do with being a pedophile, I don't believe in sex trafficking. I think what I seen the video was egregious, and the charges are fucked up. They're really fucked up. Oh, wait, but nigga, I said what I said. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Then we got on the commercial. That was that. So that's how that went yesterday, man. I don't know why they didn't watch 60 Minutes. They didn't watch Bill O.
Why do they need to watch shit that happened years ago? 5 years plus, probably 10 years ago at this point, a whole decade ago. Why did they need to waste their time like you wasted Juju's time to check in on interviews when they expected you to have evolved as a man with your own platform where you talk and discuss cultural and current events of what's happening today? I don't think they were out of bounds to want to inquire from you whether or not you work with Diddy or not. Everybody is going to be asked this. Everybody is going. You're going to have comedians that's going to sit down with Shannon Sharp. You ain't got to be close and directly to hip hop, but everybody will be asked this question. They're going to be asking folks, what are your thoughts on the situation with Diddy? Like, have you heard anything being around the industry? Like, that's what they're going to do,
Rally.
like it or not.
This is what I do on them joints, boys. Y'all keep inviting me up to Fox, CNN, 60 Minutes. Y'all already know what the resume is with them shows with me. But, yeah, that's what happens, Stat.
Clowns. If you don't want to be on the show, then don't go on there. Don't go on there. It's just simple as that. Thank you so much, Jax, for the super chat. Can we get the likes up, please? Yes, let's get the likes up. It looks like we have over 400 people in the chat, almost 500. So if we could get to 200-300 likes, that would be amazing. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. So this is what Cam is saying, and nobody's featuring this too much. You know, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. It was just whack, ultimately. That's the short answer. Don't really have much more else to say about that because you guys have already heard my opinion on that. Girl, what is going on? Oh, she done said something else? Okay, so I'm going to have to go over here to Misa's page. Matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll just hop over here because we're about to get into Misa, and it looks like she may have dropped something else for us to know. Hold up. Wait, did Cassie give a statement? Wow. Cassie has given a statement. Okay, we're gonna get into Misa first, and then we'll get into Cassie's statement, and then we'll go into more. Okay. But thank you so much, Olga, for the super chat, honey. Cameron is a rapper. Did he think they called him to discuss the political state of America? Come on, he is a girl. I don't know about this word. Troglodytes. Did I say that right? Troglodytes, for disrespecting that black woman. He would have behaved appropriately if it was a white woman or man. You know, honestly, if I can, this is what I will say. I think that he would have disrespected all of them, because the past two individuals that he has sat with, the 60 Minutes as well as the Bill O'Reilly, obviously, those were white people that he heavily disrespected. So I think that he would have disrespected them even more. I think that they may have expected a different response from him, not only because he old as hell now. Well, I don't want to say old, because 50 really ain't that old to me, but he's much older, and he also has his own platform. So I feel like they thought with those things, along with this black woman, he probably would have handled and responded to it much differently, but he didn't, which was still whack of him. Thank you so much for the super chat, Olga. I appreciate that. Let's see. So let's get into Misa, because she does have a message. She says, when you finally learn that a person's behavior has more to do with their own internal struggle than you learn grace. I don't. I'm sorry, Misa. I don't have that grace. I'm sorry. I don't have that type. Not really. I may have an understanding, but I don't think I have grace. And when I say an understanding, I don't understand fully their behavior. But I understand that what you got going on is more so about you than it is about me. I understand that portion. But at the same time, depending upon those actions, I may not be understanding of those actions, because I feel like a lot of people go through stuff and they just handle things much differently than this person. I think with Diddy, he just found joy in inflicting pain amongst other people, in my personal, and it was giving power, and it was going to give in, who going to stop me now? Okay. You can hate me now. How this song go? Cause I'm on top now, or is it can't stop me now? Something like that. Whatever it is, that's what it was given. Okay. So yeah, I don't necessarily find grace with that, but I hear you, ma'am, and let's hear more from you. Okay. Misa does take to her page where she posts pictures of Diddy's young boys. Okay. Quincy, who is his child by way of relationship. Okay. Then you got Christian, and then you also have, Justin. She goes on to say, and she also posted the girls, right? She posted all of the beautiful girls. These girls, these are triplets. I don't give a damn what nobody's talking about. They are so cute. These are some triplets. And then look at Miss Mama here. First of all, who told little mama to eat like that? She ain't even looking at the camera, first of all. Okay, I'm going to get that. So he got some beautiful kids. I will give him that. Okay? I will give him that. And Justin, for me, is the only standout. But I'm not going to talk about that man, the good look. Okay? But this one, Christian, and these others, looks just like this man. But anyway, let's keep going. Misa Hilton says, I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her abuse, and my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels, and through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. Misa, as much as I want to know more about your story, and I would even read a book if you wrote it about your life, I kind of don't even want you to go back down that road, child. To bring back up those emotions and those feelings of everything that you went through and you probably fought just to get to this place today, because you were the first one that I can recall that was with him. Because like I told y'all, I was checking out Lovely T. Shout out to Lovely T, because she just hit 1 million, which is so amazing and so inspiring. So shout out to her. I was on her Patreon, and I was watching part 1 of the documentary that she did. I think it's like a 4-part documentary on Diddy. And Misa talks about how she ended up like connecting with Diddy and stuff, and working with Uptown as like a stylist or whatnot. And she was like in high school when she first started. Now, I don't think that's when their relationship started, but that's when she started working with Uptown and stuff. But at some point, I'm sure their relationship blossomed, and I can just imagine some of the things that she went through that she hid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just crazy. She goes on to say these young people were raised by women that want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual effort to support their dreams. 2 of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I'm praying that he truly does the personal work and receives it. The fact that she put at the end, their father needs help. This is not past tense. This is currently. Y'all know last year Misa went the dog off over there on her social media because her son got into a car accident of drunk driving. Okay. And it sounds like she was going off on Diddy. She said she's tired of protecting people. She was really upset about it. So it led me to believe that Diddy may have influenced her son, or maybe he was at a party or something with Diddy and it was a lot of drinking, and that resulted in him, getting in the accident. But then I also was hearing allegations that are not known to be fact as of yet, but I will say it's all alleged allegations of people saying that it was Diddy that was actually driving and crashed the car and had Justin take the rap for it. And I'm like, well, how was that the case if Justin was the one that was actually listed as drunk? So I'm not sure of the full particulars and whether he did a breathalyzer or what, but she was really upset with that. And listen, everything is coming to light. Misa is learning. I ain't even got to say a whole lot because they're going to air you out before I do. So it is what it is. Okay. So the fact that she says the father needs help, and I'm praying that he truly does the personal work and receives it, is enough to let me know that he is currently and continuing to battle something. So the whole video that he tried to give us and say, oh, I'm dealing, I've talked to God. I was in a dark time. I went through this. I went through that. And you've been praying, you've been in therapy. Those were lies. And even if you did do the very things that you say that you did, it didn't matter because you still came out on the other side the same person as you were before you went in. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I don't know why Misa over here talking about some give grace. Maybe she's seeing a different side of him down bad, and maybe, I don't know, girl, but girl, I ain't turning no grace, girl. Why am I giving? Anyway, let me just keep going. All right. So that is what Misa said. I want to go back and I want to get into what Cassie said, because Cassie does leave a statement. Okay. And what Cassie says is this. Thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is she says, this is only the beginning. DV is the issue, okay? She says, it broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Yes, you will. Yes, you will, honey. Whew. Shout out to that man you got beside you, okay? A shout out to him. She goes on to say, thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believe in victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. And that's a fact. No one should. But a lot of times you can reach out constantly to people and they're just not in that space ready to share because of the embarrassment that's attached to it. So I think we have to normalize that, like, it's okay to talk and share with those things, share those things with people. And sometimes people be afraid to share what's going on because they may have in the past and other folks may have thrown it up in their face. So you just have to learn who you can and cannot, share things with. But know that you don't have to sit in that situation. You do not have to sit in that situation. There's, sunshine on the other side, Yeah, I hate that. She goes on to say, this healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Love always, Cassie. Okay. I appreciate her leaving this message because as I was telling y'all earlier, I was like, some people that's been coming out telling their stories, some part of me has been feeling like, girl, this is about Cassie. But honestly, she's absolutely right. She says DV is the issue. That is the issue at hand. So everybody that may have experienced it should definitely come out and talk about it. It's giving Diddy shouldn't be the only person held accountable for what he did, because a lot of y'all are out here doing it, and that's why a lot of y'all are silent. Okay, one of the people I thought about, and he ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't trying to bring you up, but I am just a little bit. I had thought about Fabulous just a little bit. I said, girl, you ain't saying nothing, huh? You ain't been saying that, because them people gonna pop out with that video, okay, with Miss Emily B and her daddy being in the middle. Okay, so a lot of these men have been out here participating in this. That's why they ain't saying, and that's probably why Joe had edited out that portion in his podcast. And then now, with so many of us wanting to hear what Joe had to say, Joe came out and said what he had to say. And honestly, he came out better shutting the hell up. Because it didn't work out for him in the end. Because Tahiry and Rocky been on that ass. And we're going to get into Esther, because that's his former girlfriend. And I do remember her doing an interview with Bossa many years ago, and she explained the situation. She was never going to come out and talk about what happened between her and Joe. But Joe ended up doing a fucking song. He did a song speaking on the incident between them, which was highly disrespectful in my opinion. And that resulted in her having to come out and speak more about what happened between them and how his actions caused her to have a miscarriage. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, I definitely sympathize with her, because I can relate. So yeah, very, very unfortunate. So I don't really feel bad for a whole lot of what Joe was dealing with at this periodically time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, as we're speaking on Cassie, I do want to get into this video where her makeup artist does come out and share additional details about what has happened as well. Okay, so we'll get into that. Jay Browning, thank you so much for the super chat. Grace is earned by changed behavior. Thank you for that, Jay. Thank you for that. That is so true. It is earned by changed behavior. And with that being said, I have a question for y'all, and I want y'all to just let me know. With the changed behavior, do y'all think that is why Ocho Cinco may be more well received now after the incident with Evelyn Lozada? Is it because we haven't heard of him harming women prior to her, and then even after her, he took full accountability, still continues to take accountability, and we have not heard anything regarding abuse or anything since then? So do y'all think that's why a lot of people continue to give Ocho Cinco grace? Let me know y'all thoughts, because a lot of times when we do bring up these conversations, I think the first person to be brought up, of course, is like, Chris Brown or whatnot, but Ocho Cinco isn't. And I want to get y'all thoughts on that, if y'all feel like it's because he actually displayed changed behavior, whereas Chris Brown didn't necessarily do that, because after the Rihanna situation, he went on to intimidate and have issues with Karrueche, and Karrueche put a restraining order on him that just recently ended, I think last year or the year before last. So yeah. Okay, so y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that. Chocolate Soul, thank you so much for the super chat. Chocolate Soul says, as a DV survivor, it is a lifelong process. It is. I thought I was so past my past. That Diddy/Cassie video, and learning the next day a friend is going through it has triggered the dog out of me. Okay. I know you said dog, but I said dog. Okay, out of me. I agree 1,000%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me tell y'all, listen, we see each other. We on the same page, okay? Very triggering, especially when you've experienced it, when you've been through it. And what was really getting me, that really bothered me even more, was Diddy sitting there saying certain things to her before he threw something at her. I really can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Really can't relate to that. Like, that was just, girl, that'd probably be a Patreon story if I tell y'all some of the stuff I went through with, you know what I'm saying, with a past person, child. Just a whole mess. And then the crazy part was that they went on to get married. And I wonder if they treat their wife like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because I don't think they, number one, took enough time to be by themselves before they got with this other person after me. And also the fact that you disrespected her so much to the point that you went and had 2 children on this lady. Yikes. And she over there happy talking about some damn bonus children. Bitch, couldn't have been me, so glad it ain't. But don't want to knock your situation, ma'am, because that is your situation. Congratulations and good luck. Okay? Try. Hell no. You got me fucked up. Okay, that's why I had to get the, thank God. Okay, thank God. Okay, I have been delivered. So thank you so much, Father. Okay. Girl, that's a whole Patreon members only. I'll probably have to dive deeper into it. You know what I'm saying, girl? So yes, I'm with you. That Cassie video really bothered the fuck out of me. And then I had to go into self-check mode about, you know what I'm saying? Just different stuff. Like I told y'all at the beginning of the video, and I thought about Chris Brown and other stuff. Like, I'm triggered the hell out right now, okay? High key, anybody can really get it, okay? But let's keep going because I do want to get into this. And as I talk about this more, and reading Cassie's statement, it definitely makes me take back the comment or the thought of like, oh, but we're not talking about y'all right now. You know, with some of the ladies that's now coming out with their stories and their experiences. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I may have experienced similar, but I ain't just bring no post up out of nowhere, you know, but I am still sharing a bit of my story without going into further detail about it. So I do understand when you see stuff like that, it does definitely trigger the fuck out of you for you to want to share and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? To let people know that you can relate. So I definitely, as I'm talking about this, talking through this with you guys, it definitely makes me kind of retract some of the thought that I had earlier about it. But let's go ahead and get into this. They're saying Cassie's friend and former makeup artist recalls Cassie emerging from a room with Diddy at the Beverly Hills Hotel with a knot and bad bruises. She says that she had to call a doctor to treat her at her home where she kept her for days. This makes me think of Kim Porter because I started to hear stuff where they said he broke Kim's nose, allegedly, and had to call in a doctor to get her taken care of. So to hear this from the former makeup artist, I feel like this isn't too far out of the range of what we have heard, you know what I'm saying, about his past. Like, girl, it's just, man, I'm starting to think about how people are able to just really get away with shit. And the industry be knowing what the hell going on, but y'all heavily need PR people to you know, change your image and stuff like that. And y'all are able to go on and continue to be successful and have awards named after you and all of this stuff. Like, and it's crazy too, y'all. Can I just say, and I'm not trying to really compare abusers, but I kind of am a little bit, because although CB is successful as far as the fans just love him, he's a good artist or whatever. He hasn't, in my opinion, been able to go on to be as successful as some of these other individuals like Dr. Dre, like a P. Diddy. These people have been able to go on and reach billionaire status. This man still is unable to even perform at certain award shows because of what he did. You see what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like everybody is hypocrites in a sense. All y'all motherfuckers are hypocrites, and probably because y'all have profited off of it in some capacity, that y'all continue know what's going on behind the scenes, because I guarantee you there were whispers. And I'm sure a lot of the people that worked closely with them, like the security guard, and I was kind of like, well, you ain't do nothing. They probably did. But just as Cassie felt powerless, those people probably felt powerless as well against this man. So, I mean, I don't know, but it's just real interesting that they've been able to go on and be billionaires and be as successful as they have. But then with this person over here, and I'm not saying y'all should not, you know, stop him from performing and doing other things. If that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all do. I'm just like, damn. But y'all still let these people go on and play in our fucking face. And I feel like y'all were a part of that. Y'all contributed to the playing and the tap dancing and electric sliding and whatever else. Nuck if you buck in our damn faces. That's what I feel. Thank you so much, Tranquil Living, for the super chat. If Diddy was truly disgusted by his actions, he would have owned up to it in 2016, not accused her of lying in 2024, along with all the other people that's been putting out stories on him. He's sorry, all right. A sorry arse nika. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I definitely agree. I do. Shout out to the almost 700 people we have in the chat. If we could get to 300 likes, that would be great. But I'm going to stop talking so that we could hear what the makeup artist had to say.
Now a former good friend of Cassie's is coming forward to say that she feared for Cassie's safety and her own.
We were always scared of Puff. Like, he's a powerful person. and we don't know what would happen to us if we spoke out.
Mila Morales, a makeup artist who worked with both Diddy and Cassie, spoke with our special correspondent, Page Six's Carlos Greer.
Did you know about the physical abuse? Did you ever hear stories or see beating her?
I did not know. I did not know. But I witnessed it.
Mila recounted an incident at the Beverly Hills Hotel one Grammy weekend, more than a decade ago.
What did you hear? What did you think you were witnessing?
I don't even want to like go back to it because it's like it's triggering. All I witnessed was him walking into the room and saying, "Where the is she?" And I didn't know what was going on because I was like, I just woke up from a slumber, and next thing you know, all I hear from the bedroom was, you know, just
Stuff
I don't want to
moving.
like go back and think about.
So you're at the Beverly Hills Hotel. You know, you hear something. You don't see Puffy actually physically attacking her, but you hear something.
I did not know what was going on. All I can think of was to get her out of there.
What happened when she appeared? When you saw her? What do you remember?
She was bruised. I mean, badly bruised, like knots on her head, a black eye. All I cared about was to get her to safety. And I took her into my house and kept her there for a few days. And I literally called my friend, who was a doctor at the time, to treat her because we couldn't bring her to the hospital. We didn't know what the hell to do at that point. You know, who are we gonna call? I'm scared just even talking about this, but I feel like somebody has to.
What did you make of his apology?
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Just a PR stunt, like that's ridiculous. Like he didn't even mention her name, and if he was apologetic about it, he would mention her name, but he didn't. And that's what I don't understand. And I just feel like he's a great, talented Mr. Ripley.
We reached out to both Cassie and Diddy's teams for comment, but did not receive a response by our deadline.
Wow.
And now a former good friend.
Wow. And you know, I'm thinking about how, wow, you did that to her and you didn't even call the doctor? This woman had to get her out the room and she had to call the doctor to get her seen about? Just didn't care. And then you come and play in our... I'm so glad as a collective we saw through the BS of this apology video. Because you thought stuff was all sweet, sir. And you sat up there and said, time tells truth. And you are so fucking right about that. Had your post and stuff limited, cut off some comments, and then now you slowly started to open stuff up. Because you thought that you was winning. You thought you was going to use that cute little baby girl that you just had love and try to distract the people. And here we go. A bombshell has dropped. So, you know, somebody had brought something up on one of my lives. They had said that they believe that Cassie's team may have leaked this video after seeing or hearing Christian's diss record. They felt like maybe Cassie's team felt disgusted and decided to leak it. I don't know. I still think the raid happened. But what's interesting is that Roger Bond said, and this is the former security guard, said that the hotel not only gave Diddy the video for $50,000, but Cassie had a copy of it too. So I don't know. She could have passed all evidence over to the attorneys, and the attorneys could have possibly been the one to leak it. Attorneys probably had it the whole time, because I do believe in that documentation. They were ready to provide any evidence that was needed and call anybody they needed to the trial. You know what I'm saying? For her to get paid accordingly. So I don't know. I still think the FBI or whoever raided it, Homeland Security, not sure exactly who it was, they could have leaked it. But then I don't know. Once I heard about her having a copy, it could have been her. And maybe it's now, I know a lot of people, if they thought that it was her, they may be like, oh, well, why is she just now releasing it? Because she may feel more empowered to do so. And technically she provided it to the attorneys, and the attorneys could have possibly did it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a thought. So that's what's going on. Shout out to the makeup artist for coming to the front and sharing her thoughts on this, or not really sharing her thoughts, but telling us like what she has witnessed and experienced, and the fact that she still feels scared. But somebody needs to talk about it because she doesn't know what's going to, what could possibly happen to her. So I do appreciate her for being vocal about it and continuing to validate Cassie's story, because so many people still sit up here not believing what she said was true. So many people still feel like it's a takedown of a black man, but y'all didn't care nothing about that black man taking these other women down through there. Scoot back up off me, please. Scoot back. Okay. But let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. What else we got over here? This is the lawsuit. Okay, before we get into that, let me see. Do I want to talk about? I might have to come back to y'all to get into this lawsuit at a later time, because I also want to get into the details of the lawsuit. I want to read that with you guys. So we'll get into that probably a little later, because I'm probably going to have to end my lives soon, okay? But hopefully we can get through the bulk of it and the Joe Budden and everything, okay? But just to know, for the people that are wondering, Diddy is facing another lawsuit. I do believe it's his 6th lawsuit. And they are saying that it was filed by a former model who claims the disgraced mogul enticed her with promises of career advancement, but she claims his plan was far more sinister. I'm also hearing that he violated her, and she also kept the clothing that she was violated in. That? I don't even want to say that's messy, but baby, that's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. I feel like smart girl, smart girl. I don't know if she could I don't know where the incident took place. Okay, so it looks like it took place in New York. So the statute of limitations may have run out on this, but yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's just too many cases. I feel like a criminal charge should be happening, but the statute of limitations has run out. So then the question becomes, when it comes to SA, those seem to not expire. Well, I guess it just depends, because I was just wondering, like with Bill Cosby, those people have been able to come out of the woodworks and still be able to sue him. And he went to jail for his crime. So I'm like, how is it with the DV? I mean, that's going to be an act of Congress, I'm sure, to be able to change that so that there is not a time limit on that. But I feel like, I don't know. I was going to say they ain't going to change nothing because a lot of them contribute to the DV. But then also a lot of them contribute to SA. And that's changed. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we'll get into that a little later today. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that your notification bell is on. Don't just subscribe, girl. Go ahead and hit that all notifications, okay? And over here on this channel, honey, if you are new, we get into a variety of things, okay? Tomorrow may be a whole different thing because we got a lot of non-Diddy topics that I do want to get into on tomorrow. Okay, we do court reactions. We watch the real live court, we react to it, we get into some advice and stuff, and it be real messy because these people be outrageous. So make sure that you are subscribed because we do a lot of different things over here. Okay, but let's get into Diddy real quick. Diddy and 50 Cent. Baby, 50 Cent has been on Diddy's head for years. Do you hear me? For years. I don't know what this man has done to 50 Cent, but 50 Cent, and 50 Cent has his own little DV situation, okay? Now, from the articles that I've read, he didn't physically harm his ex-baby mama, but he did fuck her stuff up. He was in there kicking, scratching, throwing shit up, tearing up her furniture and stuff. He may not put his hands on her, but he tore that lady stuff up. He had to pay that lady her motherfucking money. Okay. And he was verbally abusive to her because he was calling her all out her name and saying all kind of shit. And I do believe he admitted that in the courts, which is why he also had to pay all that money to that woman. Now, once this story came out and she was a part of the lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, and this is Diddy's baby's mom, she came out and accused him of R-ing her. And he said, I'm going to do you one better, because one thing I'm not going to do is let y'all play with me. And, my attorneys be on retainer. Like, they get paid on a monthly basis to eat you hoes up. Okay. And so therefore he decided to sue this lady for defamation. And I'm concerned because I'm like, ma'am, Lil Rod called you a SW. Sue him if he's lying. I think you're well within your right to sue Lil Rod for sure. Okay. I don't know if because I feel like she could also countersue Diddy because you called her SW. You repeated what this person said. So if you feel like you're not that, I think she should have sued him for defamation. She might be able to countersue him. I haven't seen that come forth. So then it just questions two things. One, either you don't have the money to get an attorney right now, or two, you really is what they said that you are. But 50 Cent said, I didn't argue, so I'm finna sue you. And I just think that's kind of messed up. I'm like, that's your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Put her in that situation. You already got her in a custody battle, from my understanding. Now you finna sit up here and have her coins tied up even more? Oh, girl, you're a different type of NIGGA. You know what I'm saying? But then also it's giving, don't let nobody sit up there and put no lies on you either. Because if she would have sued you, I feel like she would have been well within her rights. So she called you a rapist. You know, you called her a SW. Let me scoot the hell back and just see what the hell the court's gonna say about it. Because I feel like neither one of y'all was right in saying that, especially if you did not actually do that to her. She's accusing you of doing it. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm saying, girl, this is some messy stuff, ain't it? But he's been waiting for her to get out of line because I feel like he's been having this lawsuit sitting over there. He's been waiting on her. But it looks like he got this lawsuit. I'm sorry, not a lawsuit, but he created a documentary called Diddy Do It. Girl, this is Mrs. Hell, baby. Let me girl. Netflix done bought it, y'all. Netflix has bought it. They're saying 50 Cent has been hyping up his Diddy documentary for months, and he wasn't trolling his arch enemy as the project just landed a prestigious new home. Multiple sources familiar with the situation tells TMZ that 50's multi-part documentary about SA allegations against Diddy was indeed purchased by Netflix. Baby, this is a different type of, I can't stand. This is a different type of let me just say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. You know, like this this is something different. He says, or at least the article goes on to say that they're told there was a massive bidding war over the doc, which was produced through 50's G-Unit Film and Television Studios, with multiple networks and all of the streaming platforms attempting to land the series. Now, listen, y'all know he done got his G-Unit. It's going to be down there. The studio's going to be down there in Baton Rouge, honey. All kind of folks down there in Louisiana for to get jobs, okay? Especially people that's been wanting to get into the industry and they tired of the job that they do got. Hopefully those people get first dibs, especially those college students coming out of school that's majoring in communications, mass communications, film, television production. Hopefully they get an opportunity and they not using a lot of these other folks from, I hate to say it, Georgia, California, and wherever else, and they're shipping them down there to Louisiana, Baton Rouge. I think it's going to be in Baton Rouge, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're not shipping them down there to work. I feel like let some of these new people, these people that spend all this money going to school, give those people jobs because they got student loans to pay. Okay? And Biden's not canceling everybody's as quick as he can. You feel what I'm saying? Get on folks' jobs first, please. Okay? But anywho, ultimately, the big red in emerged the victor, okay? Basically, they're saying Netflix, okay? With sources telling TMZ the new Diddy docuseries will hit the streamer sooner than later. Baby, it's going to hit this summer, I'm sure. They're saying the documentary couldn't be timelier. The rap mogul was hit with another civil lawsuit with model Crystal McKinney accusing him of SA in her 2003 lawsuit, okay? She came forward with 2016 security footage of Diddy beating on ex Cassie in a hotel. So when they say she, who is she? Did she come forward with that? Cassie previously accused Diddy of abuse in SA last year and settled out of court one day later. So I'm not mad at 50 Cent for doing this. I just hope that you do not have your own background of doing some stuff like this. You know, he hasn't been sued by anybody as of yet. But not y'all use this opportunity as y'all to promote y'all own series. I see what y'all did there, TMZ. I mean, it is y'all website. I don't blame y'all, but y'all trying to get a coin up off of 50 Cent. I already watched it though, but I see y'all, and 50 Cent had said he don't like this image that y'all used to him either. He said that y'all was gonna use the fat image of him. I think it was this one he was talking about. He said he ain't appreciate it, and I think he said that y'all just mad because y'all stuff went to Tubi. Ooh. Now ain't nothing wrong with Tubi, sir. Okay, I think Tubi is like a YouTube in my personal, where you have independent artists or independent filmmakers that want to create their own content and may not be able to have the backing of a big studio, so they put it on Tubi. And when you see those commercial ads, those people get paid for that. So I think that's a great idea, but you ain't have to eat them up like that. Some of they stuff went to Tubi and yours went to Netflix, so they hating, so they use the fat photo of you, baby. One thing 50 Cent gonna do is be a petty uncle, and that's just that on that. I ain't mad at it, y'all. I'm not mad at it. I hate you that much that bitch, I'm finna take your likeness and I'm finna sell this off. Okay? I'm gonna show you how big we really playing out here, okay? And I'm finna get paid billions off your shit. Girl, that is some messy shit there, girl. Anywho, good luck. Y'all know Miami done unfollowed him. She has unfollowed him, and I will say this, okay? I'm going to say this. I don't believe it. I think they're in regular contact. I think she has grown a care and a love for this man. You was just with him, around Mother's Day weekend. It doesn't go away that easily and that quickly, whatever the love is that you may have shared for him. I think that this is semantics. I think that you did this, to save whatever piece of image you do have left in my personal. I do. I think that's what you did. And so you unfollowed him. And I don't know if you fed this information to the blogs for them to post, but I'd be like, how do the blogs really be knowing when a person unfollows folks? Do y'all just be waking up every morning to watch their stuff and then screenshot it the day before so y'all have the date and time? Or what? Like, how do y'all go about knowing when a person unfollow? Because I be feeling like sometimes these people be feeding this to the blogs for them to report on. But she's unfollowed Diddy. Diddy is still following her. She was caught out this weekend hanging out with her baby daddy Southside, and Southside gifted her some type of purse, bag, whatever, and she was like, thanks baby daddy. And I'm like, first of all, I ain't even mad at Southside. Southside, that's what you need to do. Aside from putting a baby in your baby mama, support her. And we know that y'all ain't really got nothing going on. This man just had a baby with a whole nother woman. But anyway, girl, he definitely seemed like he gonna step behind Carisha, and he definitely going to support her. And she about need that support right now. So at least you're one of those people that's trying to help her clean up her image as a baby daddy, instead of sitting up there trying to drag her like 50 Cent. Trying to drag the woman about what's being said, because at the end of the day, y'all share a child together, and I'm not mad at him for that. And maybe Miami is a piece of a victim. I know that she may have gotten down to the social media and she may have told Gina, stop playing with me, because if Diddy wanted you to, he'll have you down on your knees eating this because you a eater, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Uh-oh. Okay, bet. So, yeah, I feel like even though she told that girl that, like, you a eater, B.I.T., and he'll have you down on your knees doing whatever it is we need you to do, she can still possibly be a victim, because what's being said, according to Cola Booth, she tried to say that Cassie was up there hee-hawing and laughing at Kim Porter when Diddy was putting Kim Porter through it. And then later on, we learn more about what Cassie went through, and Cassie is seen as a victim. So I might give, Miami a little piece of grace, even though I still question, like, why you said that to that girl, especially when you know that you've been going through the same thing Gina been going through. You ain't got to taunt her like that. But, it's still possible. Hell, how much older is Diddy than she is? It's already given he preyed on her, because ain't this man pushing 50? If he ain't already, and ain't she still in her 20s, about to be in her 30s? Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. But it got to be at least 20 years apart from them. It got to be at least. Correct me in the comments, because y'all going to do that anyway, because that's just how y'all is, all right? So, anybody prayed on her too. So I just said I had that for her. So she going through her own stuff right now. Meanwhile, JT somewhere laid up, happy as can motherfucking be. Okay, I think DJ Mustard just reposted. No, he just tweeted JT with all these exclamation marks. And I'm inclined to believe that he's talking about JT City Cinderella and not JT as in Justin Timberlake. So that would be interesting if he's working with Justin Timberlake. But I think he was doing that because he was over there talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Yes, somebody said Meek too. You're absolutely right. Meek Mill has also unfollowed him. Meek. Ain't nobody believing you either, Meek. Shut up. Shut up. I don't believe Meek. Meek just distanced himself, but I'm not. Meek, you was just over there not too long ago trying to make it seem like your baby mama keeping your child from you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because you was over there trying to make it seem like the baby mama was keeping your child from you. And he said something about trying to reach out to the son and can't get a hold of him and all this and that. And I'm just like, if you was being as regular and active in that child life, she wouldn't have no problem with you talking to that baby. So you ain't even been there. You've been trying to come around when you think it's convenient for you, and then get mad when the woman don't be going for the bullshit, because you could just pop up whenever you want to. Absolutely not. But anywho, you over here playing in our face as well. All right. But let's keep going so I can wrap this up in just a bit. Let's see. What do we have next? What is this? Oh, Raven Symone gives her opinion on this situation. So let's see what Raven has to say.
If you guys don't know, Diddy just put out an apology video. It's all over the internet. The reason he did this was because a video of him abusing, beating, kicking, and throwing objects at Cassie has been released. That is after the raids at his house and all of the controversy of
child trafficking, drug use.
And there's always been rumors in the industry of his shenanigans, and it's always been kind of hush-hush, put underneath the rug, and now things and windows are starting to open and people are starting to see in. His apology video.
It felt like the most insincere video.
Actually, I was reading his body language. I think he's distraught because he knows that his money's about to deplete.
Oh, he's distraught, for sure.
I think he's apologetic.
But not for his behavior towards hurting another. I don't think he's apologizing and apologetic for what has happened to Cassie or any of the people he's hurt. I think he's sorry for himself.
I think he's sorry that he got caught.
Yeah.
That's what
he's
fair.
like, shit.
And I watched this girl on TikTok who reads body language as people do speeches. And the one thing that he did was this. While he was saying, I'm sorry.
Nod.
And that means, yes, I am. If he was like, I'm so sorry, that might mean that he's not sorry. And he looked at the camera. He engaged. He was looking into himself.
You looked at the wrong lady then, because she lied.
Like he's sincere.
I'm not a body expert, but you looked at the wrong. She lied. I'm sorry. I think we watched the same lady. Now, she be on point and we watching the same one, but at the same time, girl, this man was also looking away. So at what point did he look into the camera? Because he was looking away like he was reading something. So what is that really giving? Let's keep going. Let me shut up.
Sincerely apologetic. What for?
We don't know.
Exactly. We hope that it's to Cassie. And we'll see once all of Cassie's legal...
There's no legal.
There's no legal?
No.
Yes, it is. She's suing him, right?
No.
Why not?
Raven, where the hell you been at, babe?
Legal repercussions because of the statute of limitations. It has been 8 years. No one can charge anything against him. It has been too long.
That's disrespectful. That's something that I want to bring to the government. Trauma is forever. That will for always be within Cassie's body.
Her lawyer did release a statement regarding the video, essentially saying this is bogus and no one is going to take this seriously. It's a trash apology.
Then for Diddy to really apologize, I'm gonna need him to give her all the rights to. I've been waiting.
No, it was like
long,
$50,000, and that was the other thing. It's like, how can you put a number on that? Like, you're going to say that that's $50,000.
They put a number on everything. Welcome to America.
Yeah, but $50,000
it's horrible. That's what I'm saying. We're disgusted with his behavior, so any behavior after is going to be tainted.
Yeah.
He can sit up there naked as a jaybird and write, I apologize all over his thing, and we're always going to say that's not enough because you shouldn't have done it in the first place. All the music that we've listened to that he's touched, kind of like R. Kelly, what are we going to do now? I know that I listen to R. Kelly songs entirely different now, if I listen to him at all.
Or Chris Brown.
Or a Chris Brown song.
And I think that there is definitely a greater conversation here to be had regarding power, ego, dominance, money, wealth, fame, celebrity, all of these layers. How many people sucked up, fought for, wanted, desired entrance into his white party, entrance into his life? It's very much a Weinstein energy. You know, it's just these people who have abused their power and let it completely get to their heads and then inflict real damage.
But thank goodness we're seeing it now. There's something in the water in the 2020s that is not allowing these big icons to just do whatever they can without repercussion.
That's the thing. We act so surprised, but people in these circles, people within this industry, they know. Like, I never worked with Harvey Weinstein, but I knew he was a shit human. You know what I mean? It's like people knew these things, but no one took direct action in the circle because people were afraid, or they tried and then they got squashed, or what we see so much is the victim blaming and the shaming and the not believing of women.
That's what I was gonna say. Instead of shining the light on P. Diddy, people came for Cassie when she was dating him. Like, she's a gold digger. She doesn't have talent. Why is she with him? She's just a this or that. And now those people need to go sit down and apologize. Because in actuality, look what this woman was going through. For her to be in that relationship for as long as she was, come out, tell her truth, be married, and still have a vibrant life. I'm sure she's going through lots of therapy. I hope she's okay. Because of her, we see the truth.
That was a pretty good video. And I'm starting to look at Cassie's music that she may have released. I know I've mentioned 2 songs, but different people have gotten in the comments, and I think it may have been like a total of 4 songs, including the 2 that I mentioned, that they may have liked. Like, it's been 2 different songs that I've seen in the comments. I can't recall the name of them, but it makes me think like differently now. Like, was he allowing her to release a song to pacify her or to make up for whatever extensive abuse he's already put her through? You know what I'm saying? During the times that she may have wanted to leave or whatever. Maybe that was his way of, you know, trying to win her back and putting out music, putting out a video, or whatever the case is. That's what I'm starting to think. Because she never really gave us an album for real, for real. It was just like here or there of music. So that's what's on my mind. Thank you, Kanisha Morgan, for the super chat. I hate Miami attached so much of herself to Diddy. So much of herself. And wouldn't let you say nothing bad about him either. Do you hear what I say? Attached so much of herself to this man. Whew, now she got to try to go and undo all of the stuff that she had did. And then this man got you out here looking a damn fool. Got you posting, holding up a damn sign, telling some go poppy. And while you over there talking about somebody else being the eater, ain't no telling what he had you over there eating. Girl, it's been a mess. And I hate that for you. I hate that for you. I think give us enough time. And if she's truly separated herself from him, she's going to come out with her own story. And I don't want to say it's for sympathy, even though it could potentially be. It's definitely going to be to change her image or rebrand of some sort. But she is going to come out and she's going to tell her story of what she has been through with him. All right, so we're just going to have to wait and see, okay? What else do I have here? Is this going into the Joe and Tahiry situation? It is. It is going to go into the Joe and Tahiry situation. But for now, I'm going to have to end the video because I have to hop offline. I have some things to take care of. But definitely have your notifications on. We will be getting right back to it shortly this afternoon. And we'll get into the Joe Budden Tahiry situation. And then we'll also get into the lawsuit of what's taking place with Diddy and this 6th person, okay? That is all that I have for you guys at this time. Thank you so much for joining me and being here at this time. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. So I thank you guys so much. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you have yet to do so. Like up the video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, please. And I will catch you guys in a little bit. All right. Bye-bye.
Drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee.
My city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swing like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer.